Alrighty, y'all. Okay, so I'm going to do a big video today, of course. Duh. You guys can also subscribe to my other channel. Go check out my other videos. I've not been posting on there very frequently, more so on this one. Uh, just now getting to be able to record properly to be able to post to YouTube mainly. It's probably because the hackers are tired of hacking and being nosy or trying to stop me from doing what I'm supposed to as an Earth Angel. So, therefore, other than that, let's get this reading going. I still have a lot more I have to add to this of pile of knowledge. Wisdom in and out of the ebb and flows. Our guardian angels. I've already called them here, but I'll do it just because, again, so people can know what energies I'm working with are benevolent beings. Oh yeah, my thing is off. Okay, so got my rose quartz sitting right here in my moldavite. I have moldavite. Moldavite is a very extraterrestrial gem. Is for speaking your truth. And unfortunately, in some type of ways, and I guess for more so for other people than for yourself. And yeah, those different gems have different properties, but that gem, like I was mentioned before, can cost about $200-300. So if you can't afford that, get a clear quartz, and you can also program the clear quartz to be a moldavite and or any other gem that you need it to be to save you money. If you just want to be thrifty and save money, that's a good way of doing it. Instead of buying a $400 gym, a $100 gym, a $50 gym, you can just buy a clear quartz. Or if you want to get a clear quartz that's huge and, program it to be what you want it to be, that works as well. You can program clear quartz to be anything you want it to be. So, for one, what I wanted to talk about as far as doing root work. Root work has to do with the root chakra, right? So, you learn this in Reiki healing. You learn this through meditation, how to clear out your chakras with different mudras, different tones, singing bowls, whatnot. Say if you do tarot, you pull a card, the root card comes out. This is what you can do. Use different colors. Dragon blood is from a tree. It's a really powerful herb to use. I'm just kind of looking at my incense. I'm probably going to have to light another one before the end of this video, but they also have dragon blood incense. I'm pretty sure you can make a candle if you're into doing that and put some dragon blood in there. Cinnamon, whatever oils you may like that may have the properties of also help clearing out and amplifying that energy of cleansing and protecting and healing it that much more, so on and so forth. Do your own research any and all times. Never just go by off of what anybody says, because this type of thing, mischievous is not even the word at this point. So I'm wearing protective. I'm protecting my 33rd vertebrae, because it's how they siphon energy from your body, and also tampering with your throat chakra, things like that. So let's go on. I want to speak about the root chakra. Say for women, when women having heavy menstruals, which I used to have. I used to have a heavy menstrual um, all since I started, and you know, on up until I want to say I became a vegan. Okay, and then not only that, doing reversal spells, protection spells for myself, and also have my daughter do it for herself as well, and I would do it for her or help her along with it, of course, because we were both learning these different types of things, and um, and you can also put your blood into the earth to also get more connected and whatnot into the earth. Grounding, rooting, it has to do with grounding as well, so it makes sense. So what we learned about our journey as far as becoming and being vegans was that our menstruals were a lot lighter, a lot less harsher, because it was just like I did not want to do anything. I just wanted to lay in a birthing position, and I've been laying in a birthing position at a very young age from when I started, just because it would help the flow easier. And I was just like, I would take pain medication all the time, and I hated taking medicine. And I was just like, goodness gracious. And so I was glad when I became a vegan to realize that, and cleansing out the systems and actually protecting our energy helped out a lot, because what ends up happening is curses being put on your family, people putting spells or curses on you, wishing you bad, wishing you had miscarriages and things like this, really have um, an issue with just really messing up your ovaries, because it's right there at your root chakra. You having vagina problems, smells, things like that. Well, let's be obvious. If you're being promiscuous, or you're dealing with somebody that's being promiscuous, that's a whole nother thing, right? So then there you would need to walk away. And it's just a learning experience for everybody. And then, of course, if you go to the hospital or some stuff like that with your significant other, doctors are intimidated because guys will give them like the crazy eye or something, like they haven't been cheating when they obviously have, things like that. And then the doctors will tell you, oh, we'll just take this medicine and da, 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 and for a whole week or whatever, like was done to me before, and did not tell me in actuality what was really going on. Because of the intimidation of my partner, I went to the doctor with, or hospital, either or, physician, right? Or say if you go to someone that's gifted and they're able to tell you that as well. So you have to do what you have to do at the end of the day. Using yoni pearls are good for that as well, as well as becoming a vegan. Mineral silver is good for that. How do you kill a virus? Any virus. No virus can live in it or around it. It is mineral silver, or they call it colloidal silver, right? Do your research. It works wonders. I have some that is actually infused with gold that I got from Sprouts. Fairly expensive, but the amount that you use is, you just put it under your tongue, go straight into your bloodstream. You have to hold it under your tongue for like 30 seconds, and just do it on a regular basis, as directed. Because I think you can use it maybe 3 times a day, at least once a day. I would use it once a week, something like that. Kind of keep your immune system boosted. But these are things that me and my children experience through different things of, from going from wetting a bed and having menstrual problems and not knowing why you're having menstrual problems or why you may be having miscarriages as well. I know I have a friend, oh my God. I don't know. I hope she gets to see this video or something. She comes across it because she was having troubles. But I was kind of explaining to her beforehand, like, hey, become a vegan. That, you know, actually, I was like, become a vegan. You can become fertile. You know what I mean? You guys can work together. You're overweight, which is a lot of the problem being diabetic, shutting down, which is mucus built up in your system also causes a hindrance to, your immune system, your regulatory system, which doctors won't tell you, of course. They are into the industry of pillaging and robbing, and some of them just don't even know, or they just don't give a damn, or they haven't even done the research, nor do they live the lifestyle to be able in order to tell you, like, no, this is not feasible. And until you live the lifestyle yourself, you can't even say anything other than wise, because you can't just talk about it. You got to be about it. Okay. As soon as I stopped talking about it, I was like, "This is awesome. This is amazing, right?" All right, confirmation. Um, I was talking about it. I'm into promoting health. I'm into promoting well-being, unity, peace, prosperity, women empowerment, masculine empowerment as well. Healing. That is my type of thing. So I was promoting it, but I wasn't living the lifestyle. So as soon as I started living the lifestyle, and we all started seeing the results, and I was losing weight. I didn't know I was pregnant, and then that was a whole nother story. I've explained that in previous videos. I don't know if I've explained this on the YouTube. Okay, I'll give you a little short story. I was going through a separation from my twin's father, and there was some harsh things that went on. I thought I lost the baby, or you know what I'm saying. I was going through a whole lot of stress and domestic things. So they told me I had HTT, that it was nothing they could do about it. And they scraped me while I was awake. And I've never had an abortion, so I didn't know that that was improper medical procedure. And just the way that they were looking, and it was just like, I should have known, but I was just coming to my awakening. I was kind of scared. I didn't know what the fuck to do, and he wasn't there, and he was acting crazy, and I was there by myself. So there was pretty much an entity trying to take my children out of this world. Luckily, they were protected, and I'm so glad that they were protected, because they're beautiful, they're amazing. Um, I can't wait to sue the shit out of those people and whatnot. But anyways, it's just crazy. Um, you know, God will protect you at times when you don't even understand what's going on, when you have no idea why you're doing things that you're doing, and why nobody understands why you're doing what you're doing. Um, God just has a way of showing up, showing out, and you know, like, hey, I'm here, I'm real, and this is what's going on. And the proof is in the pudding. There's paperwork on it. There's, verification, of course, blood work. I can't wait for that to be done, because I'm pretty sure it hasn't been done yet, due to all the crazy circumstances that are now being exposed, thankfully. So, needless to say, that experience with my twins happened, and then I ended up finding out I was actually pregnant, and that caused a whole confusion because I thought somebody else was my kid's father. So that's it, right? So in healing the root chakra and being protected, and doing all these things to protect yourself, They're going to try any and everything to stop you. They are in all kind of systems. They can be a neighbor. It can be somebody you don't even know, but they can recognize you. You have no idea on the profound level that these beings have went through in order to keep you off your path. I had no idea. And I'm finding out even more so. But it's just like it all had to happen for a reason. Oh my goodness. The dark night of the soul is a ongoing thing. Spiritual deaths and physical deaths are just going to be a thing. Um, Never ending story. It's what you make it, right? Take your lemons and make lemonade. Pretty much. Easier said than done, but the ultimate goal is to not to give up. So this is the reason why, and I hope my kid's father, my ex-husband, actually gets my children on their proper diet so that they can be healed. My nose just itched. So that's a confirmation from spirit to him, because I know they watch my channel, that this is what's beneficial. And if she's having a harsh time and she's being moody and she doesn't want to deal with you, this is the reason why. And she likes the things that she likes, and if you alter that, you're altering her destiny, and God's going to kick your ass for it. And many others asses that join to dog pile on the rabbit. It ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun, and I ain't got no physical gun, but hey, I got God, and that's enough gun for me. Has to be. So, confirmation. So, dealing with work, this is what happened and what's going on, and how you can heal it, how you can change it. Um, you know, um, of course, we already know what these doctors have done to alter our diets to also make our children way bigger than what they are actually supposed to be, from the GMOs and whatever, whatnot, because it's just unnatural for us not to be on a plant-based diet. Um, Fruits, vegetables, superfoods, all of these things that are actually natural, organic, alkaline to our essential diet. Y'all are tearing me up. I don't like it with my nose itch, but it's like a spiritual, it's a psychic itch. It's like a confirmation. Like, yes, you're speaking the truth, you're telling it right, and you're on track, and you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. Okay, this hair is killing me. It's probably because I got too much, but whatever. Let it go and let it flow. So things that they have done to make the children overweight, in order for them to not come through this world naturally through the birthing process, because that is also a very natural spiritual process in which they're supposed to be able to encounter and go through. But needless to say, other than that, you can still, teach your kids and have your kids on the best, you know, after you become knowledgeable on what you should do, as opposed to what the system is built up for us to believe in. It's like I'm fasting all the time. People are like, oh, let's go on the fast. I'm fasting all the time. I'm a vegan, you know? It's just quite natural for me. So if I go on a fast, I guess it'd be more so just a liquid fast, or just not to eat at all. So, anyways, um, because I said that to say this, when I was vegan and I ended up finding I was pregnant, and that's a part of a healthier lifestyle than what I have been living, and to go into vegan even more full blown is what helped my children survive as well. And oh my back, they came out a fucking bomb ass healthy weight. Okay, one was 5 pounds, whatever ounces, and the other one was 6 pounds, whatever ounces, right? And not only that, I ended up being pregnant actually for a whole year, which is the actual term of a natural pregnancy, 12 to 13 months birthing time is actually natural. It's like an elephant for real. Our children are supposed to stay in us more longer than they have been speeding up time and birthing these kids at the dates that they want them to be birthed, and that is totally unnatural. It is another system that they have built and made for them. uh, my kids never liked the doctors. I truthfully never liked the doctors, but my kids were showing it. Like, they would just hide, and they would kick, and they would push, and they would just cut up. Like, get away from me. I don't want to deal with you. And then, of course, me going through the process of actually stopping my kids from getting shots. All my kids are different. And then, what can reverse that is actually becoming a vegan and cleansing that crap out their system so that they can. Get those heavy metals that are in those, what they call, booster shots or whatever kind of shots, those chicken pox shots, whatever shots they got a lot of heavy metals. It's a picture on Facebook. If you run across it and you got some vegans in your circle or some health food crazy nuts in your circle, you will come across this video, or I mean this picture. If you go search for it, you'll find it. The truth is always out there. We just have to go research for it. We have to go find it. We have to go look for it, and we have to live it in order to see the results. Confirmation. So, other than that, um, my children are freaking awesome. They're smart as hell. All my kids are. And they are empathic. So, this is why it's very crucial for people not to alter their natural state of being, because you will also create karma for yourself and then be wondering why things are happening the way they are. And I'm explaining to you the reason why, very plainly and simply. You are going against God's nature, what God intended for me and my children, and God just made an example out of you, quite naturally. So, confirmation. Oh wow, unity, Hososeshanin, plants and animals. Oh shit. It was meant to say that way. This one is overthinking, but no, it's not overthinking. It is definitely precise. Definitely direct and precise. I I can't make it up at all. If I could make this up, I wouldn't be here and be able to explain from A to Z and how it actually happened. And paperwork is in the pudding, and timestamps and whatever. It's all in the proof is in the pudding. God made it a way to where it was trying to be covered up, but it's not no way that this is going to be able to be covered up. A lot of this is going to stop because a lot of people have been put in their unnatural state and ridiculed and accused of false pretenses and all kind of other things. And that also, I want to expose. I got a video. I don't know when I'm going to post it, but I should have looked at the video and see what it was called, so I could have let you guys know to look it up. But he was pretty much explaining how um, what the word is in here somewhere. A a cha um, what is it called? I don't know, but we can see if it comes out. But it has something to do with that healing the inner child. Give us some cards on healing the inner child. I'm gonna have to split this dick up. Dick up. I did not mean to say that. I'm gonna have to split this deck up into like a big enough for my hands. So, give us some cards on healing the inner child, please. And I forgot what it was called, but the thing is, it was all on the War of Clash of the Titans, right? Clash of the Titans, the movie. It was that goat, snake tail, lion head, the goat breathe fire type of thing, right? Healing the inner child, please, and thank you. Hopefully it comes out. Athena, goddess of war. That seemed like it wanted to come out. What is that? King Tut. Anunnaki and Mantis. That wanted to come out. So, that being was Brazil, emotionless, hiding under the bed, Jurassic World. Oh yeah, it's not on this one, but it has something to do with that, with mixing different beings together. And it was talking about how these women had babies and how they were they went to the hospital or whatever, and the mother needed a liver, and they did some DNA tests. The sons were going to, try to donate their liver for their mom. And what ended up happening was the test results came back that she wasn't the mom. So she's like, how is this? And whatever, whatnot. And they called child protective services and everything, right? Like, she almost lost her children because the test results came back that as if she was not the mother for real. So, with this going on, that prompted them to get the understanding of what I'm describing, and hopefully I can get the name of what this thing is out. And ended up finding out from what they described is they had a twin. Most evil, right? Fairy blood, most evil. So, what ended up happening was they found out that she had a twin, that she absorbed vampirism, right? And these were Caucasian women. And the twin was actually the mother from the DNA being embedded in her. So let's look at it as an entity attachment. I am the tower. So, healing the inner child spirit. Give us some cards on healing the inner child. So she had absorbed her twin. Oh my gosh, they're killing me. She absorbed her twin, so that's how they found out. That's how she was not the mother, but she had birthed the kids. She literally birthed the kids, right? So how I look at it was like energetically and metaphysically wise, explaining that, which is science and spirituality, metaphysics, is the way of how energy works, truly. Now, it was explained through Caucasians, but I wonder if this has actually happened through melanated people. Because I find that most of these stories have to do with Caucasian people and not to do with melanated people. I'm not being discriminatory, but these are just stories that I've come across, and it's mainly, predominantly has been these beings who's had alien abductions. Ain't no end to alien come abduct me. Truth, my nose, they're tearing me up. Ain't no alien came and abduct me. I done seen spaceships, but prophetic. So, I done seen spaceships, but ain't no alien came and took me. I've seen spaceships at some weird places. I seen spaceships at a jail that I ended up going to. I seen spaceship after my kids were taken, and I called the police to make a report. And right before they showed up, I looked over and I was like, "Oh, am I supposed to be scared? Are you here to help? You here to harm? I don't understand what's going on at this moment." And then it was gone. I was like, "Wow, okay." Anything else, spirit, for healing the inner child? So this ended up happening and whatnot, and they went on to say how that happened and how the DNA stays from the mother to baby, and how the baby and the mother, of course, share blood cells while the baby is an embryo inside of the mother, and how then some of the genetics from the baby stays inside of the mother. It's been found in the studies to stay in the mother for years, centuries after birth, which I would explain that in a way of, they so crazy. I would explain that in a way, I'm going to go back to that. They would explain that in a way of, I explain that in a way of being able to feel what your child feels from being at a distance, no matter the distance between you and your child. You knowing what your child is going through. So that's just what it is. Mother's instinct and mother knowing